Together, you and I are about to embark on a great thought experiment, one that I am confident has the potential and the power to transform your life. I wonder what would happen if every morning you woke up and you said to yourself, I am wonderful. What would happen if throughout the day you reminded yourself of the wonder of who you are by reiterating, I am wonderful? What could that change for you, for those around you, for the world, if you began to truly believe in the wonder of who you are? Because you really are wonderful. Look, here's why it's so hard for us. We are often woken up in the morning, perhaps by a small hand tapping our shoulder, saying, Mama, Papa, wake up, I need you. Or perhaps we're woken up by a spouse in tears over some heartbreak that happened the other day. Or perhaps we're just woken up and we see the red dots on our phone, those notifications that call to us, that tell us that someone in the world needs us. We wake up and very quickly there's a demand placed on us. And suddenly we're under pressure to meet the need of that small child, that loving spouse, that person on the other end of that notification. And we move from one pressure to the next throughout the day until we get to the end of our day and wonder, where'd the day go? The end of the week and wonder, where'd the week go? The end of the year and wonder, where did the year go? And we move from one pressure to the next, all the while pressuring ourselves to hurry up, to get it done, that the world needs us, that it's calling for us, that we have to get these things done in order to be okay, in order to be enough. And in all that, of course, we lose track of the ability to slow down, to breathe, to feel, and to remember just how wonderful we are. What would happen if instead we didn't forget how wonderful we were? What would happen if every day we were throughout the day reminding ourselves of just what a marvelous being we are, you are? Let me tell you what might happen. Your life might look very much the same. You might perform roughly the same set of tasks. You might engage in roughly the same set of things that you do each day. But the way you would do them might change. You might do them as an expression of the wonderfulness of who you are. You might do these things in a way where you bring your kindness, your care, your love, your empathy, your big-heartedness to what you did. What if you talked to your children in a way that carried that voice of kindness and empathy? Or your spouse in a way that brought that level of care? Or your coworkers and how you wrote your texts and your emails in a way that expressed your appreciation, your gratitude? Each one of those small acts by itself would not be visible in the world. You wouldn't see how you were changing the world in each of these small acts. But I want to assure you that one small act at a time, you would be rippling out tremendous change in the world around you. How? In the same way I do in my therapy sessions with my clients. Week in and week out, all I really do with my clients is sit with them from a place of empathy and compassion and kindness and warmth, and just hear them and listen and bring an open-heartedness to what they're saying. I just love them for all of who they are in all their vulnerability. And as I do that week in and week out, one big aha moment happens. But what does happen is slowly, inch by inch, little by little, they take in that kindness and empathy that I'm giving them. And they become kinder and more empathic toward themselves, toward those around them, toward the world. And their lives begin to transform almost magically through these small incremental changes. In much that same way, you too would change the world by just one small act of kindness at a time, one kinder word in how you communicated to your daughter, in how you communicated to your spouse, and how you appreciated your coworkers. One small drop at a time, you would shift the world. I know that when that pebble falls in the water, and you see the ripples slowly ripple out. It's hard to see how that changes things. But by engaging from a place of believing in the wonder of who you are and manifesting that through the kindness that is true to who you are, you would transform this world. And the more of us that do that, the more quickly that change happens in the world. How do you make that change? Well, simply put, wake up in the morning, and before you start, or whenever you remember, just pause, catch your breath, and say, I am wonderful. And I express that wonder by bringing my kindness, my vulnerability, my wholeheartedness, my care, my love to whatever I'm going to do next. And then do what you do with all of your heart. Bring all of you to the next thing you do. And then when that's done, pause and say, great job, good job, well done. And then say again, I'm wonderful. And go on to the next thing that you do. And I want to invite you to not watch this video one time, but to watch this video multiple times, so that you can use this video to remind yourself to engage in this great, your wonderful experiment, so that you can begin to change the world by one small positive affirmation toward yourself at a time. Because as you believe in your wonder, you start to believe in the wonder of those around you and the wonder of this world. And all of a sudden, you become the very change that you longed for in this world, by becoming an expression of the beauty and the love and the kindness and the warmth that is right here inside of you and all around.